Hey guys, how are y'all? It is Sunday about 3 o'clock and we just came in from church. We went to get a bite to eat, and now what we are fixing to do is start tackling that pantry. So I'm going to show you a video of what it looks like now, and then we'll start taking everything out and kind of getting it organized. So I'm going to go change into my work clothes, put my hair on top of my head, and we are fixing to get at it. So give me just a minute. What? More what? This is my son, and he's getting on my video, aggravating me about hangers. You want to come introduce yourself? Come on in.
No.
Come on in. This is Dustin, y'all. This is the oldest. Come here, honey. All right, guys. I am in the pantry, and I'm going to kind of show you. It's not just a horrible looking pantry. I put the things I hardly use up here around the top. So I'm just going to leave that like it is because I can't reach up there anyway. But this is the way the rest of it looks. And like I said, it's not just really bad. I've already used some of my containers to put some of the noodles in. But this is how it looks right now. Got a ton of popcorn back there because we have that popcorn machine. And this is the floor. This is some of the storage stuff that I'm going to be using, so I'm going to dig it out. And once we kind of get it organized, I'll probably make a trip to the grocery store so we can see what needs to come out of here and be thrown away. Because I have a lot of vegetable stuff down here on bottom, and I need to look to make sure the expiration dates are good, and if they're not, throw them away. You know the drill. You know what we're supposed to do. So I'm fixing to get all of this cleaned out and set it out, and then we'll start putting it back in and try to organize it. Okay, got it all cleaned out except for what is up there at the top. I just kind of left them spices because there ain't no sense in moving them. But it's all cleaned out. I just need to wipe it down now. So, let me get my cleaning stuff out, and I'm going to wipe it down. I'll show you, this is everything that came out of this closet. I have got a mess on my hands. All of this over here. It didn't look like it held that much until you get it all out. There's a little bit over there, not much. And then these are what containers I have that I don't have anything in yet, so we're going to be using those. And then here's some more. I'm going to be putting my flour and sugar in all of these containers. I'm going to get them washed. These were my canister set before, and I've decided not to put canisters out on my cabinet anymore because it's not something I use every day. This is embarrassing, but this is the expired area right here.
You don't have to put that in there.
What, Dustin?
You don't have to put that stuff in your video.
This is the oldest child that thinks he knows everything. Everything. Anyway, this is all the expired stuff or things that we don't eat, so it will be going to the trash can. So, but this is it, and now it's time to organize it and try to figure out how it needs to go back in there. Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but I've placed these shelves right here. See if I can move this up. I'm trying to figure out how to video where you could see it. I've placed these stacked shelves right here thinking I could put all my canned stuff on this. And then down here on this next shelf, I have placed all of my containers for my noodles or peanuts or whatever it is. Goldfish, there's a lot of goldfish that gets eaten in this family. Right behind me, this I already had, and I've got all my soups on here, so I'll probably just leave that in there like that. I don't know if I want it like this, but then it blocks everything. But I could put it like that maybe. So I don't know. I don't know how I want to do this where it would be the best way. But anyway, then down here on the very bottom, I've got my trash bags down here, and then these are all the bags of the popcorn that I just scooted over there out of the way. And then trash can, of course. And then over here for now, I've put these solid containers that came as a 2-pack. So I've put these over here for now for the bigger spices that I have. And then all my smaller ones I've just left on here. So I don't know if these will stay right in this area, but for now they're doing good. So, and then I've got my vacuum cleaner that I may move. I've got it sitting here just because there's a plug right here. So now I'm gonna, I think what I'm gonna do now is get all my vegetables or my canned stuff in here, and let me see how much room I have left once I do that. So let me see if I can back it up. Okay. I'm gonna put, I've already went through all my expiration dates on them, and I got the ones out that were expired or right at expiring, or if it was something that we don't eat, I just got rid of it. So now I'm going to try to organize as far as putting all the same cans together. I don't know if I need to stack higher than that, so for now we're just going to stack all the same level. I think the ones I use most often I'm going to put lower, and then the ones I don't use very often maybe put back there. My daughter's raviolis. Okay. More carrots. Looks like we love carrots, but we hardly ever eat them. Okay, so right now that's all the cans I have, all the jars. So we'll come back to that in a minute. So I think what the next thing I'm going to do is put the oils, maybe put them up there. Just.
Hey, is this expired? Y'all just saying y'all just don't use it?
Don't use it. I changed plan of putting them over here because they don't fit on that shelf.
Well, I'll take this to work.
I am videoing here. Kid for sale, kid for sale. Trying to decide if I want to put my extras like ketchups and stuff on this stacked shelf. That way you can see it better, so I'm playing to see if I like that. Bought this, and I thought it was pretty cool where you can put your little packets, you know, if you have the ranch dressing or gravy mix, whatever. I like that so you can see it a little better. I'm going to save this area for my breads, maybe. Since it's a big corner shelf, I'd be able to lay my breads that I have. There we go, and have room for them. I think I'll put my cereal in this one. Okay, guys, I am almost done. But the way I have tried to organize it, well, these are my extra napkins. The way I have tried to organize it is I've got all the large seasonings, larger containers over here, I don't know where to put this, but I've got the bigger bottles right here, both of these. And then this is my olive oil, the extra bottles I've got. I need to fill it up. I don't have it full. This I don't know where to put. Here we go. There we go. Then this is the container I showed you a while ago. I may need to get another one of these. And then all of my soups I ended up putting up here because it was, I think that will work better right there for me. Down here I've got all my chips because it goes into a corner, so it's a bigger area right there. All of my seasonings over here on this small circular rack. You can see that. We use a lot of this Mio, or my husband and my son does, so I've got a plastic container that I can't find the lid for anymore, so I just put that in there to kind of make it more organized. Then my oils, chips, down here on the next next row on this side. I've just got all my box things. Now if it gets a little bit more crowded, I could turn it and make it go long ways, but right now this is what I've got. I put the breads over here in the middle because it was a deep area back here. And then down here on the bottom, which you really can't see, let's see here. Down here on the bottom, it's just all the different stuff like your sprinkles and whenever it's holiday time, when it's holiday time, I do a lot of baking, so I use all of the sprinkles and stuff like that whenever it's time to start doing all the cakes and cookies and cupcakes. So over here on this side, let me switch you around. I have put in these shelves, these little stackable shelves. I really like these. I've put 2 of them, so I've got just different things stacked on here. That way it makes it more accessible to see what I've got in the back. So I really do like those. On this next row, these are all the containers I had bought for cereal, which makes it really good because I can see whenever something is low and I need to, go ahead and buy some more. So I do like these see-through containers. I've never really used them before, but now that I filled them up, I can tell, oh, okay, I need to get another box of this. I've got my noodles in this other one. We do a lot of Alfredo, so I usually always have the bigger noodles. I've got spaghetti noodles, and then the pasta shells. And I've got an empty one, so I'm going to get some elbow noodles and put in there. Oh, goodness. These are all my pour-ins for my water. It's the Crystal Light Wild Strawberry. I go through quite a bit of these, so I put all of them. I emptied the boxes and put them in here. May do some mixing around, that way I can put mine over there with theirs. And then, of course, the goldfish. And then the mixed nuts and peanuts, so whenever we want a snack, we can see real easy what we have in here. The bottom shelf just has the trash bags. And I think that's it. Well, up here I didn't show you this. The top up here, I've got a whole bunch of cupcake liners. Actually, my mother had given me all these whenever she went full-time RVing. Because I don't use these very often, so they'll probably sit there for a long time. And then all of my spray oils, then the syrup, lemonade, and then my broth. So that about does it. I've got one more thing. I've got some containers for the flour and the sugar. I'm going to clean those out, clean them up, give them a good bath, and then I'm going to put them in here. So give me a minute to clean those, and then I'll show you where I'm going to put those at. Okay, so I cleaned the containers, and I've got them sitting down here on the bottom. It's got the tea and brown sugar regular sugar, flour, and powdered sugar. So I've still got one area left, but I need to go buy groceries. So, but this is what it looks like. I'll have to get my husband to mount that where it's out of the way. I really love the see-through containers. You're able to see what you have in them. I like that. I will probably be getting more. And then I like these shelves. That way you're able to see what you have at a glance, instead of them being stacked and you can't figure it out. And the chips and all the junk food. And my spice. This is used quite often. I end up moving my drop-ins for my water up here with the other ones. I tried to put these in this container, but the lid wouldn't go on. And I like these because if I'm looking for something, I can pull it out now instead of just digging. And then I've still got room up here if I have other stuff that I don't use very often. And then I've cleaned all of this that's down here on the floor. Of course, I put the water in the refrigerator. So I have more room now. It needed to be done, and it's done, and I'm glad.
During commercial fan season, competitive commercial fan owners or lessees are eligible for these incentives on Brand ProMaster and ProMaster City.
When I see obstacles, I create opportunities.
When I see adversity, I find
I hope y'all enjoyed it.
When I hear never.
Alright guys, that about does it for me. I hope you enjoyed that. I was trying to figure out how to get the camera in that little tiny room to be able to show you what I have done. So I hope you were able to see something and maybe learn something. I don't know. I'm pretty good with organizing, but as I told one of my subscribers, I've never had a pantry before, so having a pantry is pretty new to me, and I love it. But just trying to figure out how to organize it where it's more useful for me is a challenge. So I am fixing to leave now, go to the grocery store so I can restock some things. You know, now I'm able to see what I need in there. So I'm fixing to go grocery shopping now. But that's about all that I have for you. And I hope that y'all have a good Monday, and I will see y'all Wednesday. Bye-bye.